How's it going, wrestling fans? And welcome to the WrestleMania Roadies. It's our first episode here on YouTube, and we're here to talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Cajun country.
Indeed, we saw a lot of stuff go down, including, who would have thought, a brand new WWE Championship.
Yeah,
right,
it looks
guys?
much better than the spinner belt that they had that Cena brought out 8 years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah, Brahma Bull.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But let's start from the beginning of the card here, right at the start of Monday Night Raw. What did we see? CM Punk come out. No, it was John Cena.
No.
Yeah, it was John Cena come out.
John
Cena
came out
first.
So I got CM Punk on the brain so much.
That's alright, because he's the best in the world.
That's exactly why I got him on the brain. But so we saw Cena come out.
It was an interesting beginning of the evening. Basically, it was more of complaining about it being fixed.
Wah, wah, right?
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
A bunch of whining. Right?
Yeah. The screw job.
And then we saw the best in the world.
Yeah,
That's why
CM Punk came out.
CM Punk came out.
He says Cena does not deserve a title shot at WrestleMania, and Punk deserves a shot at WrestleMania against The Rock.
Wow.
Because all Cena did was win the Royal Rumble.
So, what are your thoughts on the match that came of that whole conversation, Jason?
I think that The Rock definitely proved his point. I think Cena did the right thing by giving CM Punk a chance because I'm interested to see what happens here. I think, believe it or not, I think CM Punk wins this match.
I do.
Yeah, next week.
It would be.
Find
It's
out.
definitely going to make things interesting.
Or it might make it a triple threat match.
You stole the words right out of my mouth, Josh. I was going to say triple threat. Or maybe even a fatal four-way with Brock Lesnar.
I don't know.
Who
I
knows?
don't know about Fatal 4-Way.
I said that earlier. You told me to shut up. I know.
No, rumors are running rampant that it's going to be Brock and Triple H at WrestleMania. That's my sources, but we'll find out in the weeks to come.
He's going to have to come out of the back at some point for that one, then.
Yeah, that's
Maybe next week.
Where's The Undertaker?
The Undertaker? I don't know. Maybe next week he'll come out.
They are in.
He's
uh,
in
Texas.
Michelle.
Yeah,
So
Texas. They
Yeah,
are in his
Michelle.
home state.
But let's keep working down through the card here. What else happened on Raw, guys?
Well, Vince came out and said he's going to fight Paul Heyman next week.
That was definitely interesting.
Two old guys calling at it? Come on.
No,
There
there's
you call it a
substitution.
damning.
There's going to be substitution.
2 weeks removed from hip reconstruction surgery, replacement
Well,
surgery.
fight.
Yeah.
It's going to be substitutions. You're going to see Brock Lesnar come out in regards to Paul Heyman, and it's going to be Hunter Hearst
Maybe they'll
Helmsley.
just scream at each other for 15 minutes.
Well,
I
that
don't know.
probably could happen. Or if we know VKM, he'll
Low
smash
blow.
Paul Heyman with the crutch. we don't
That
know.
would be funny.
Tie his hands behind his back and just hit him with the crutch.
Yeah, or the old kiss his ass or something like that.
Hey, it's PG, but
Oh,
why not? It's Heyman.
Yeah.
So,
What else happened on Raw tonight?
How about your take, Josh, on the Real American?
Oh, Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger. What's
Very
his-
controversial there about illegal coming into our country.
I
No offense to any
personally,
illegals out there.
I personally don't mind it as long as they are productive. You know?
Right, I like what they're doing with Swagger. It's a lot better. He's not goofy anymore. He has a manager.
Zeb Coulter.
Zeb
Great
Coulter.
mustache. Great mustache.
Yeah,
guys.
that's Dutch Mantel to all you old school fans. He's had that mustache for like 30 years now. I mean,
You
it
think he's
doesn't
ever
even look
shaved it and it just
I
grows
don't
back
know.
like that?
It's like Daniel Bryan's beard. Will he ever shave it?
I hope so.
Uh,
When he breaks up
When
with
do I
Kane-
shave my beard?
But see, guys like Zeb Coulter, they grew up. I mean, they started their careers in the old venues, and they worked their ways up, and now they're managers and very successful. I see something coming out of Jack Swagger. I don't think anybody in the organization. Is
Well, he
looking
won
for
the
it.
elimination chamber match to face Alberto at WrestleMania.
Very shocking, and I think that's a very interesting matchup. What do you think, Josh, on that?
Well, I think it's a good matchup. They're definitely setting up his whole persona to match Alberto in the fact that he wrestles for his Mexican heritage and his fans
Yeah.
of that culture. So
Mexicans
it
against
works well.
Americans.
It works well together. It's a little controversial, like
in
we
New
said,
York City.
but it works well. But let's move next to our thoughts on Daniel Bryan and Kane. We mentioned actually that you said it was funny. I made it kind of a joke, but it could happen. Maybe winner takes both championship belts.
Right. Yeah, they're obviously going to break up Hell No. They've held the belts since September, so I mean, we might be looking at Kane and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
I think
What-
that'd be a great match.
What do you think about Dr. Shelby as a special guest referee in this match.
Oh, jeez.
That would be a good WrestleMania
Or a
moment.
timekeeper.
Or a timekeeper.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
If he had to choose a corner, though, what would he do?
He would, I don't know.
He'd just be yelling at both of them. You know?
Yeah, all day long. And then another great match this evening. Well, it wasn't great, but it was good to see. The Damian Sandow Kofi Kingston match. It was a very different side that we've seen now that R-Truth is back in the ring.
Yeah, R-Truth came back.
Back in the main ring now. So
yeah.
we see
setting up there.
Yeah, and we have the greatest, one of the greatest tag teams I think that's ever in a long while been through there. I wouldn't say they're great, but I mean they still have a lot of finesse to it.
What else happened, guys, tonight that we didn't touch on yet?
What about the Shield?
The Shield again. They're 2-0 now.
Ryback, Sheamus, and Jericho.
They're 2-0 against those guys. Ryback, Sheamus, and now Jericho.
Well, Jericho took the place of Cena from the Elimination Chamber.
Indeed.
Well, like
And
we
the
were
Shield
talking
won.
about tonight, where are they going to place the Shield in WrestleMania? I mean, this
I don't know.
group's
It's a little
going all
early
over.
now. Maybe they won't have a spot for him. I don't know. Maybe they'll do a run-in. I can't see any feuds on the horizon right now.
And I can't see them throwing him in that same match against Jericho and Ryback.
No, I think
Be too much.
Jericho,
Could you see them
Ryback,
in
and
the main
Sheamus.
event?
They could.
Jericho, Ryback, and Sheamus will have probably individual matches.
And,
I wouldn't
I
be
can't
surprised.
see them as a tag team at WrestleMania. I mean, it's the biggest show of the year.
Now, everybody we saw the PPV last night, and it was very
Pay-per-view for people that don't know
Yeah.
what the heck he's talking about.
the PPV was very I mean the Hell in a Cell was very very graphic last
Elimination
night.
Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry. Randy.
Hell in a Cell's in October.
Yeah, sorry. I don't pay attention like you do.
Big
forgot
Mankind fan. Big Mankind fan.
Well, yeah, thank you. RKO getting thrown clear through that pod last night.
Oh,
Was,
that must have hurt.
That was very graphic. A lot of blood.
Yeah.
But
I saw Mark Henry in one of his more recent matches coming back, and he got thrown double suplex actually into the steel.
Yeah, that must have
Yeah,
hurt
yeah.
really badly for Mark Henry. I mean,
That was
they've been
impressive.
pushing Mark Henry. He beat Sin Cara tonight on
He
Raw.
did. Quite a jobber match, but he beat him.
Oh yeah.
Didn't that set up a feud actually? Who came out in that match? Someone came out against.
Khali.
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 That's interesting. Khali.
The great Khali.
Could that be setting up a feud for Mark Henry? Two big guys.
Jurassic
I
Park.
don't know. I
That was
hope not.
kind of interesting.
Jurassic Park revisited.
I hope they do it for a Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And what about Miz? Miz makes
Oh.
Cesaro tap out tonight.
Miz,
That's
yeah,
an
Miz
incredible
and Cesaro.
match.
Come on, the Miz obviously should get a title shot. Well, he had a title shot at Elimination Chamber, but maybe he'll win the belt at some point.
This
Who knows?
time he'll kick the balls, I think, when the ref isn't looking.
Yeah.
Might be better off
'cause
for him.
At
He
the
had his
Elimination
chance
Chamber
tonight.
was...
Well, Miz has got a new finishing move as well. That's
yeah,
very
figure four leg lock.
Oh,
Given to
so
him by
right-
Ric Flair.
Right.
He used it
and-
tonight. Yeah.
And that's very that's back then when Ric Flair was on the roll. It was very lethal finishing
yeah.
move. Now it's been transferred over to new blood.
But we got a little bit of time left as we approach the last minute of the show. Any last kind of things we want to throw out there, or any last comments? Well, anything we missed? I feel like we got a lot of stuff covered, but
Yeah, I think we covered most of it. I mean,
It's just-
again, bring the Rock's celebration tonight. Great, the band brought him out. That was great, and the new belt.
I loved the new belt. I was a little skeptical at first,
Yeah,
but
because it has the brown bulls on the side. But they'll probably change that whenever there's a new champion. Like whoever their logo is, they'll change
I
it.
think it's a decent compliment, the fact that the last belt had kind of everything about Cena in the center. Now it's WWE right in the center, and then if they're going to put stuff for wrestlers on the side, it's a better compliment, in my opinion. But, Jason?
I'm just looking forward to WrestleMania, man. I want to see somebody carry a title. Is it CM Punk? Is it
Best
The
in the
Rock?
world,
I don't
guys.
know.
Is it
Best in the
Cena? I mean, who's going to get that
I
shot?
don't know. It'll be more clear
Hey,
next week.
CM Punk did say, "I want that one." So
Yeah.
tonight, as the show went off
And he
the
threw
air.
the old one down after he hit Cena. So.
But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. We're the WrestleMania Roadies. WrestleMania is coming up in April.
April 7th.
We're excited. I hope
MetLife
we are.
Stadium.
We're coming home.
See you later.